Welcome back to our channel, the Dexter and Luna Travels. This week and weekend has been really hot and windy here. Last weekend we had freezing temperatures, which affected the plants that we had just bought. I'm going to try to pause this and flip it so y'all can see. I have really 2.5 plants standing. I don't think the third one made it. Oh, I'll have to go redo that, even though we put them all in the same spot, hoping that they would stay warm. But obviously the one didn't. This one did not make it. Our ferns did. We have our little thing that we sit outside, put wood in. The ferns all made it. Got the lippert set up. Took the panels down. We added the little clips like we said we were going to, and bungee them. And we've been sitting outside a lot this weekend, so most of the stuff survived. We can go inside and see what Luna and Dexter are doing. However, I need to clean, which will be my Monday thing because we had company yesterday. There's Dexter. Hi, Dexter. Hello, baby. And there, oh, I see you. There's little Miss Luna. I see you, baby. They had just come in and Dexter's all excited because he hears Daddy outside and he wants to go out and play. And of course, the ropes that Luna has destroyed in our little bit of time, but he's smiling, they're happy. Luna has like multi-beds one under the table. And then this one, which was Dexter's, but however, she has now managed to claim it. Then we have the one up here. Again, under the bed there, as you can see, is Luna's bed again. So Luna really has multi beds that she claims. I know, babies, we'll be out. My husband installed this door knob thingy. We haven't programmed this one. That one's programmed. But so you don't have to step all the way up. However, I haven't figured it out. When you open it, you have to push it back so it shuts. But I do like it, as it comes in very handy because I'm short. So that has worked out really well. I like my little door decoration up there. But that's all we've been up to for the last week, and I need to fix my welcome sign. We have them sticking up here with magnets, actually. And I'm going to pull one down. It weights it down so it don't fly all over the place. And we have this one up here, so it kind of keeps it in place in the wind. And I am a gnome lover. So, yes, I love my gnomes. And angels. So, that is basically it. We just had taken a few things from the house that we owned and brought with us here to put outside because we have to pick it all up and move. And of course my bird that's on the inside. I like little yard decorations, but my gnomes are my favorite. I don't know how to turn this thing around. I can pause it, but I do not know how to turn it around to face me, to talk to you all. So, and that was given to us free, and that was in one of our other videos. It's really beautiful, the whole setup. We have a magnet holding the door shut because the door, for whatever reason, don't want to stay shut. So I hope you like and subscribe to our channel. That would help us out, and share it.
Good morning, everybody. I'm out here on a nice Sunday, and I am starting to do my sewer dump, and I just want to show you a process that I go through that's worked very well for us. We've been at this in this RV for about 6 months, but I've used other previous techniques, and I'll discuss those, and hopefully this will help some people out. Okay, so mind you that I'm not going to sit there and hide the little poop tank clear window thing there, because it's there for a reason, so you can see. And right now it's not a clear color, and I've already done the initial dump, so I saved everybody from that. I have 2 black tanks on this RV, and so you pull both black tanks, make sure your gray tanks are closed, and let it rip. Once it goes through there, it goes down this tube all the way through here, and I use this. I love it. It's one of the new Camco things. Then we got this S tube, so we can keep our gray tank open, and it goes straight into the dump right there. Over here, I have, let me zoom in just a little bit, my water pressure regulator, and then I have a Y valve that splits off, and the Y valve has 2 levers on it that allows you to turn the water on and off separately. So what I'm doing is I'm maintaining my water pressure at the same time I'm flushing my tanks. And so that's my setup right here. It's a Nautilus panel, and quick disconnects are king. Here they are. There's a quick disconnect here. That's the black tank flush. This is I have them closed now. All 3 valves are closed right here, and I got one open over here, and I'm actually filling it up from the top. And then right here is another quick disconnect, and this is for the bathroom, or the mid bathroom. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is, right now I'm doing from a top down flush. So from the top down in the tank, it's flushing down, it's going straight down, and it just squirting in like maybe 4 or 5 different areas, and it just squirts down the tank. And what that does is hopefully it gets where the sensors are, and just kind of keeps flushing them and flushing them. And then what I'm going to do, once it goes up for a few minutes, right now I'm filming, so I can't use the app that I typically do to see my level of water. I'll open up my tank right here, which is my valve that I got. And this valve also has a flow meter on it, and it has a quick disconnect. And so what I'll do from there is, once this runs clear, which is not going to run clear right now, okay, because it didn't go perfectly clear when I dumped it, and then I started doing a rinse, and then I'm going to let it rinse for a few more minutes. And then as you see, the water gets clearer and clearer, and then I'll check my tank level. My tank level sensors are showing me that I have any kind of level still reading on there, even though I know I don't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bottom up rinse, and that's where I connect this hose right here to this right here. I'll connect it in there, and boom, I'll do a bottom up rinse. And the reason why is because everything flows to the bottom of the tank, and I want that stuff to pick up and then drop down, pick up and drop down. So if you think about it, I'm going from top down and flushing it out, then I'm bringing it back up and I'm flushing it, and I control that water not leaving with this valve right here. And so, and in case you're wondering, that little bucket right there, that's kind of one of the things that we do. We got all of our little collapsible containers, and we stuff them in here, and then we put it underneath the RV. And what we do is we put it inside and line up on the couches or on the rocking chairs or whatever, all the little things that are around the RV, so they don't break. And then when we're not using it, we don't want it in the RV, so we put it down here. I'm still going through my bay area here, but it's just some of the products that we got. And we use bug spray. We spray it around. We use this right here, which is another thing that was the Walmart sprayer. Anyways, that's got awesome in it, and I'm telling you right now, best thing you could do is buy some of that. It's amazing. And we just got a little bit of tools. That whole thing's full of tools, and this one is for cleaning supplies. So I got actually 2 boxes for cleaning supplies, and a lot of this just came from all the extra stuff that we had when we got sold our house. And so boom, there it is. And one more thing I want to show y'all. And even though, see right there how clear that water's becoming, that's good. That's where I want it, right there. I don't want to see brown in there. Now watch, you're still going to see it. That's the kicker. See, it's not going to be perfectly clear. You're going to have a little bit of brown in there, and like I said, you know, don't discuss it. It's part of RVing. It's not that bad. You see brown, it's a color. You know what it is. We don't have to pretend like we're not adults. And so I'm going to do another little bit of a rinse while I'm showing you this. And this is what a lot of people don't do, and this is one of the reasons why we bought this RV. Actually, there's a couple of reasons. One of them is this tow assist. It's got ABS, sway mitigation, and a towable odometer. And learned the hard way, on the towable odometer, you can't be connected to shore power. You have to be connected to the truck only, and then it'll work. But it tells you how many miles you've driven on your odometer, which is pretty cool. And then the sway mitigation, it does that automatically. I don't even know it's doing it. It just does it along with the ABS. Now, I have felt that because, you know, you don't have to tow much to figure out somebody's going to jump in front of you and slam on their brakes. But this Dexter Tow Assist right here gives you a green light. And if you ever see a red light, and you'll see it right out the side of your mirror, man, I'll tell you what, it's time to stop and figure it out, because that means something in your brakes aren't working right. And then over here, we put our Halo cameras. We got one on this side, one on the other side, one on the back, and then one over our door. And love it. And we can monitor everything from the inside. But this right here is what I wanted to show people. And I see a lot of people not doing it. This is one of the things I overbought. I bought 3 of these. This is and we don't currently have it hooked up right now. So what we do is, like I said, I don't like to plug this in to my RV. What I'll do is I'll plug it into the shore power, but that's what I have extension cords for. So extension cords are something you want to carry extra. But anyways, this is a tank heater. And what this does is just like a big electric blanket. It gets around here, and I yanked that a little bit too far. But this right here will keep this nice and warm when it's cold outside, and it prevents your propane from becoming a gas anymore and turning into a liquid. It works great. Like I said, we use 1 propane tank at a time. We have 3 40-gallon propane tanks on this rig, and it's great until it's not great. I ran them all down at once one time. Not too smart. So we're not doing that again. But let's go back over and check out our valve one more time. Again, that's just a little bit of residue from the inside the tanks there. It's going to clear up. And as you see it flowing, you'll see little whatever. Sometimes they're air bubbles, sometimes it's toilet paper or whatever. And it's amazing what sticks into what sticks. But here it goes. And we do use liquefied. I'm telling you guys, that is the best thing ever. Liquefied it really works. It really breaks this stuff down. If you understand how black tanks work, and they're not sewer tanks, not leach tanks or whatever, they're black tanks, they're holding tanks. Once you understand that process, it makes it a lot easier. Okay, this is starting to clear up about where I want it. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be, okay? So what I'm going to do now, you got a little bit of, like, it's much clearer, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut this off right here and shut this off right here. And then I'm going to depressurize this real quick so I don't take a bath when I unhook my quick disconnect. A little bit of water is going to dribble over, and I'm going to hook this up, turn that on, turn this on, and now I'm filling it from the bottom up. And you'll see how the water turns a lot different colors or whatever. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flush it from the bottom up. Like I said, fill it up, maybe 2 to 5 gallons, and then I'm going to drain it and see how much clear that got. And that's going from the bottom up. So a lot of that residual stuff could have been in the lines. Not to worry, I do flush those lines the same way, and I do flush my gray tanks. A lot of people don't do that. I don't do a whole bunch of it until I start getting a smell. And what I'll do is I'll put about 5 gallons in there and then let it rinse out. If I still have a smell, what I'll end up doing is putting some Dawn in the tanks, and then filling it up with water and letting it sit. And then we'll let that sit until we'll close up our tanks, and we'll let that sit and let it do its magic. And the longer it sits, the better it is. And then you empty it out, and voila, you got a clean smelling gray tank. You got black tanks that don't stink. Look how clear that is already. This is me shooting up water, so you're not going to see a whole bunch of nastiness right now because I'm actually putting in the clear water. But my point is, this is almost clean, and it is not taking me that long to do it. In fact, it's under 10 minutes because that's what I'm doing here. I'm showing you how to do it. And this is on one tank, and I'll have to repeat the process for another tank. And guys, one other thing I want to tell y'all to do, very important, is fill your tanks up. Know how much your tank can hold, all right? Know how much your tank can hold, and then fill that tank up with at least 5 gallons of water that sits in the bottom of it, and then put your sanitation tablet in there. Like I said, we use Liquify. It's that little squeezy thing, and you plop that thing in there, or you don't plop it. I mean, they got different ones. You can plop one in there, but we do the liquid, and you liquid in there, boom, done. Not a problem. Like I said, love the product. We're great fans of Matt and Will. They're a great company, small business, and they're just out there making a buck. So here you go. This is my black tank video for y'all. All right, this right here is, I just wanted to demonstrate how much food that the smoker can hold. Now, I'm using it as a grill this time, so I got the temperatures up to 300. Well, actually set at 250. It'll vary because I got the lid open right now. And that's, you do that to get they call it bad smoke. You get your grill heated up, then you put your food on it, and it gets the grates and cleans everything off the grates and whatnot. You can hear it cranking up and stuff. I got this sear portion closed. I've already cleaned it up. Didn't think y'all wanted a video watching me clean a grill, but I mean, if y'all need it, give me a holler, give me a comment. And this one right here, that's going to go on our griddle. So I'm going to griddle up some chicken, and I got some grilled chicken going on. All right, happy camping, y'all. Hello, everybody. I'm back here. We got the chicken over here. This is for the Halo griddle. This is the one I was talking about. This thing slides out like this. It connects down to the LP down here, which makes it kind of nice. And you just open this bad boy up. And what I was talking about, you got this really big grease trap right here. It's got a little bit of grease in there. And I don't have the liners for that yet. I still got to get that. And it's a well-seasoned, well-oiled griddle. Works great. It comes with a level. So what this thing does, if you, not necessarily right here, but you can pick it up, move it, and it came with all the little attachments. So if you wanted to go camping somewhere and throw it in the back of your truck, no problem, you can do it. I usually keep my temperature probe down there. Oh, there's my finger. And there's my cleaner. And I installed this little magnetic deal from Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight's my best friend. So anyways, just to start this thing, you simply go like this and give it a couple of clicks. Boom, it started. And I'll confirm down here. Yeah, let's see if y'all can see anything. Yeah, there's a little bit of a flame. And what this one does, it gets up to 600 degrees, which is insane. A little too hot, I think. But it does it, and I guess that's a big deal. But what I really like is this baffled lid right here. So when you put this down, it just creates the same thing as those shields do, those little domes that you got. And I got 2 of them that I no longer need anymore because this thing works so great. And that's how I'm going to cook this chicken. I'm going to have that with that down. And the other thing that I truly like about this griddle is that it's windproof. So it doesn't matter how windy it is outside, you can still griddle on it. Okay? Well, y'all have a good one. Thank you. All right, YouTube, I'm over here. I'm going to show y'all how I clean my windows. And what I'm going to do is flip this thing around. Maybe. Don't flip it around. Now I want y'all to see all the water spots. And this was after I took a foam can into it. And I took and I cleaned it. And that was the residual stuff. And Mostly that's left because what ends up happening is you don't use distilled water normally when you wash your vehicle. And by doing that, that's what you get. So I got a mixture. I call it my glass cleaner. And I just spray this on there liberally, as you can see. And by the way, this helps clean your chrome up as well. All I'm gonna do is wipe around the corners, and you'll see those spots start to disappear. Now this is on the sunny side right now. I usually don't do this. Sorry. This is on the sunny side right now, and I usually don't do this in the this is on the sunny side, so I usually don't clean glass when it's hot. But I just want to show you how those spots have disappeared now. And it'll get it off the chrome. Now, you can barely see it on there. A couple of good wipes, and it takes it right off that chrome. All those little water spots. Says they're hard water spots is what they are. And I will give you the mixture of what I use here in just a little bit. Again, I want to show you just how well this stuff does. Like I said, it's my glass cleaner. I make it myself. I just got the bottles from Walmart. If you got real bad spots, let it sit on there for a second or two. You don't have to spend hours and hours on this. I'm going to show you how quick that just comes right off. No issues. Now my rag this one here is a little dirty, so I'm gonna have to get another one, and you're gonna see some streak marks right there. That's not from the cleaner or lack of the cleaner doing its job. That's for me using a dirty rag. All right, I'll get this camera lenses right in there, and I'll just go back over this again. But you see how majority of those spots came off already, and this is the outside of the window that I didn't do, and this is the one I just did. I don't know if you can see a big difference right there, but I certainly can.